you know how easy it becomes when you know that a girl likes you. All the stuff that she says and does, which has you feel so relaxed because you're confident that she's into you. No more awkward rejections. Still, there is one way that works like a magnet, and it's so easy and it's fun to use. It's called the inside out approach. But before we go into this hack, then let's cover these 4 things. We're gonna go from most obvious to more subtle ones. Number 4, she says yes to your advances. While it's the most obvious, a lot of guys are leaving a lot of money on the table here. I've been asked, should I approach her? Does she like me? Do you think she wants to go out with me? And the answer is the same every time. It's actually a question. How can you find out? Because unless you try, then you can never know. And when you try, then you know. And if she's into you, good job. I know though that the fear of rejection is a problem here, but stay with me because as soon as we get into the inside out approach, then you will know how to overcome this fear. Number 3, she laughs at your jokes. Now, unless you are a comedian or you are extremely funny, then it's very likely that she likes you when she's laughing at your jokes. Now, especially if the jokes that you're saying is not funny, then you can be pretty sure. But I'm not recommending you to come up with funny or not funny jokes, because instead I recommend you to focus not on being funny, but on being fun. And what this means is that instead of trying to have the funny lines, you make your meeting into an exciting adventure. And the way you do that is by following your excitement. There's more about this when we get to the inside out approach. Number 2, she's asking you questions. It is less obvious, but if she's asking you questions, she's either wanting to find out more about you or she's trying to keep the conversation going. Either way, she's into you. When approaching girls or going on dates, a lot of guys are trying to fill the silences when they're meeting and being with a girl. And by doing that, they're avoiding, they are avoiding the discomfort of the silence, but they're also missing out on her being able to fill that void by asking them questions. So instead, leave some room, because as soon as she fills it up, as soon as she starts asking you questions, then you know, oh, she's into me. Number 1, and this is a subtle one, she's still there with you. I know, sometimes the only way that you can know that a girl likes you is that if she is still there with you. Say you approached her and she is not filling up the silences and she's not saying yes to going out or whatever that is. Sometimes the only way you can know is if she's still there with you. And let this be a reminder, man, because when, say you have a date with her, you go out, she wouldn't have got dressed, put on her makeup, and went out to meet you unless she actually liked you. So now, you can relax and enjoy instead of being in your head. Knowing these 4 things is going to make it a lot easier, because when you know that she likes you too, you're gonna feel more confident. What do you do if you're going home from work and you're in the supermarket and there she is, your ideal girl, but you don't feel ready, you don't feel confident. Actually, you're feeling afraid and you don't know what to say, you don't know what to do, but you also know that if you don't talk with her, you're going to self-attack and you're going to go on this negative spiral later. What do you do in this case? You do the inside out approach. And I'm going to tell you how, but first, the reason that it works is because it takes away the attachment of getting that number, of getting a date, of having sex. This has you feel relaxed and confident because you know that no matter how it goes, you're going to feel okay. And this feeling of outcome independence, man, it works like a magnet because she can feel that you don't need her. Most guys, they need her to like him, but you don't. You're different. You're attractive. You're confident. And that's why she says yes to go out with you. So the way that it works is like this. Instead of approaching your dating life with the success coming if you achieve a date, a number, or sex, you instead flip the switch. So you approach it like a game. You approach it like a game with yourself. For example, you're in the supermarket, you see the girl, and you know that you want to approach her. Well, how do you know? Well, you're thinking about it and you're feeling this pull, this attraction towards her. But you also feel the fear, and it's so intense. You don't know what to say, what to do. And in this moment, you do the inside out approach. Because now your idea of success is no longer tied to you getting something from her. Instead, your idea of success is tied to you following your excitement. So during your approach, you see her, you feel your excitement, you feel the fear, and you don't resist any of them. Instead, you go up because that's your excitement. You say and do what you think, and you're not afraid because you know you're doing this from a place of inner growth, not on what you can get. And now it's no longer a game of getting girls. It's a journey of self-discovery. Because by every step that you take towards what you want despite the fear, you're also discovering who you are on a deeper and deeper level. And each step is discovering your authentic confidence, which is way higher frequency than the surface level confidence that you get from knowing good pickup lines or having a good dating profile. Man, I've created a guided meditation that's going to help you discover your own authentic confidence by removing the self-attack that is blocking it. It's called Love and Light, and you get it for free. Join my email list with the link down below and you'll have it. Peace.